What is going on, you guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we have a 135 video, which I know you guys have been dying for. I actually just got the new Road America plates on. Check this out. Black on black. It looks pretty sick. Obviously transferred the 60 roll over, and then I even have a new plate, 40 roll, on the M3. And that's going to force me to basically modify this because it's currently in stock form, but with that plate, if I have someone roll up on me, it's not going to do too hot. So I'm hoping to bring this thing up to speed pretty quick. But I'm going to be taking the 135 over to my buddy's house, and we're going to look into that ticking noise from the engine to see if it's something we can put a Band-Aid fix on. Basically, either take the head off or take the valve cover off and swap out the lifters if that's what it is, or if it's something more serious than that. We're going to be taking it for a drive, and I'm going to bring you guys with. It has been a hot minute since I have started this car. Let's see what happens here. I expected that. Got that E85 and it's like 30 degrees. There we go. Chilly out here. I wish this heated seat button did something, but with these Corvo bucket seats, they're useless now. Get the heat going, let this thing warm up, and we'll take her out. Ticking at idle, but once you get up to about like 2,000 RPMs, it starts clacking away. The ticking you're hearing right now is just the injector. All right, let's hope this isn't too loud in here. Gotta remember how to drive stick with this big clutch, this big twin disc ceramic clutch. This thing just makes so many noises, and turbo spools up with that T51R mod. I love driving this thing. Every time I drive it, I'm like, man, such a fun car. I really gotta get it fixed to the point where I can just drive it and not have to worry about it. It's been great to me for years. This thing owes me nothing, but now that it's seen so much abuse, you know, and this with this ticking, you know, I can't just hop in and abuse it and not worry that something is going to happen. So I really want to get to the bottom of this and eventually bulletproof it so I can bring it on the channel and take it to events and drive it around and not have to worry that the next time I drive it is going to be the time that I put a hole in the side of the block, because this thing's an absolute riot, and having the M3 and the 335 have allowed me to like still get my BMW fix, and the 335 it's pretty quick. I mean, on stock turbos and full bolt-ons, it's making all of 400, 450 wheel, so it's plenty around town, and the M3 is quick in stock form, and it's a blast to drive, handles really well. But then I jump in this and I'm like, okay, I miss this car. It's just like a toy. It's like a toy car. Small, nimble, quick, responsive. Sounds fantastic. And I do really appreciate you guys sticking with the channel and the content as best that you guys are. I have been a lot more active on Instagram lately. That's kind of why I'm kicking myself into gear and trying to bring this car back. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, check it out at Jake Spence. I've been posting every day for the last, I think, 12 days, and I plan to keep it going for 3 months. where I post every single day, and there's content on this car on there that you guys have not seen on YouTube. I just want to go full send on this thing so bad. And M3 don't make these noises, that's for sure. Clutches with like the single mass flywheel, or in this case my twin disc ceramic, so noisy, especially at these low RPMs. And then when I gutted the car, it's no longer enjoyable. Just 6th gear bogging. They're taking noises. It's really hard to hear it inside the cabin. I can hear it. Not good, my friends, not good. God. I'm barely getting out of here too. This thing's just an animal, ready to be unleashed. But I mean, it instantly wants to get sideways. And it's just creeping into boost. I should probably be babying this thing, but it's so hard to baby this car. What's he got there? E39 5 Series that he's working on. Alright, let's see what's going on. Well, if you couldn't hear that, it's definitely making noise, and it seems like it's coming from the bottom end. When I first got to my buddy's house here, it wasn't really making any noise, so it was weird. we drove it around, didn't really do much. And I said, well, maybe it's just intermittent. I don't know what to say. I'm just gonna keep saving and probably have to go with a built engine, but let the car sit off for a while, started it back up to head out, and revved it up, and then it started clacking away. So hopefully you guys could hear that. With it sounding like it's coming from the bottom end, that doesn't sound like a quick, easy fix. I was hoping I could just maybe swap out a lifter or something like I've been talking about, but with it being on the bottom end, there's probably no point in me cracking it open and trying to rebuild it. I gotta weigh my options now. Think about if I should send the car somewhere to get built. I don't know what you guys think. If you have experience with built engines, obviously this is my second engine. It's just bone stock and it's handled the power up until this point. But I know Gassan makes some engines. BMW, AutoWorks, I think. William Mason, I know he builds engines. Ali builds engines. Who else? Houston ABR, VAC Motorsports. But I like what I've heard about William Mason, BMW AutoWorks. Only problem is you know, he is not local to me by any means, so I'd have to either convince him to build an engine for me, a long block, ship it up here for me to install, or ship the car to him and be hands off and have him do the whole thing, install the engine, ship the car back. I mean, that would be awesome for me, turnkey solution, but obviously I wouldn't be able to create content as easily for you guys of that process, which I definitely want to do. I want to show you guys what is being done and bring you guys along for that ride. But yeah, I guess unfortunately that's where we're at. I knew we would be in this situation at some point, but now I just gotta weigh my options, figure out which way I want to go. And then, you know, if I go down this path of building a serious car, which I want to do, I want to build something for 800-900 horsepower reliably, where I can just put the beat down on it and it takes it. And do I really want to be with a JB4? I would love to go standalone and not have to deal with any tuning issues. It's just got a standalone ECU, and you know, I don't feel confident myself installing that, wiring it, tuning it. Again, I know William has done that, so I got to reach out to him. Maybe we can work something out, but at the end of the day, this is about to be a very expensive rabbit hole. And that's been the reason I've been pushing this off. I don't have the cash ready to dump 10, 15, 20 grand into this car to go with a bulletproof 1,000 horsepower motor and a standalone ECU and whatnot. So if you guys have any tips or any way you guys think you can help, please drop a comment. I'd love to get this thing back on track next year and be able to do a bunch of cool shit with it. Set some more records, go 9s in the quarter mile, and bring her to the half mile events and try to set some high mile an hour records. And obviously just beat up other cars on the street. I mean, that's, to be honest, probably the most fun I have with this, is rolling up on people and them seeing this little 135 and blowing their doors off is always a treat. Alright, let's jump out and get a couple pics.